Alright, let's do this again. This time it's a macro jam. I dropped something, don't worry about it. Macro jam. Made by the same person, or hosted. Last time we did a mini jam. This one's a macro jam, so this one's gonna last the longest. It'll last 96 hours. We have the theme of break the rules. It's an interesting theme. Don't really know how to integrate that. It's a big one right there, tough one. Course ratings by use of theme, enjoyment, gameplay, and presentations with simple rules that don't really ask for much. And of course, frequently asked questions and rewards. So let's do this again. Alright, so as I said earlier, the theme is break the rules. Which, that's really more of a reminder for me since it took a little bit to hit the screen. But, you know, it's fine, we're fine. Let's see, break the rules. Interesting theme. Not really too sure how I'm gonna really make this game. Got a few ideas running. Maybe like a platformer, but it's a weird theme. Very interesting. You can do a lot with it. If I were a better programmer, I can make a game where it's like, I don't know. They're trying to do a platformer, but I'm not really sure how. Maybe like a platformer. So I can illustrate what I'm thinking for you, since I wasn't really doing much. Got this. Get this red for a player. A platformer right here. Like jump around, but occasionally they need to like break through whatever they're jumping towards. Shatters this. And the player can go on to the rest of the level. Maybe. Can't really think of a way to make some sort of like simulator like I did with GeoDirector, which was a previous game, so you should check that out if you're interested. I could make a shooter game, but again, break the rules. Doesn't really give much to guide me. Let me make this 64 by 64 real quick. Here we go. Yeah, let's see. I think we should make a platformer. I think that'd be easiest to make things break in. So let's GeoDirector would be kind of fun because it's like breaking rocks, but also just really for the theme of break the rules. Let's see here. What should I do for the ground? To make it like a jailbreak sort of game. Ooh, it could be fun, but also really don't know how to do that. Maybe like interesting. Well, like it's like a person in a cell here. They got to figure out how to go through here by like solving puzzles. Maybe like a puzzle game, puzzle platformer. Still kind of on the platformer thing. I think that could be interesting. I think I'd go with that, like a platformer themed around a person who's trying to break out of prison. Interesting. Maybe not though. Yeah, I could just make person their platformer breaking out of like a because then you gotta think of I'm gonna do some brainstorming and I'll be back here in a second. Actually thinking for a little bit. Got maybe some kind of idea. So we have like the player, which we'll use bright red again. We have like a player here who is in some sort of area. I don't really know this part yet. We got like a player and they're able to, it could be like, it would make sense. It'd be like a digital world. So like maybe they're in a normal platforming game. So like let's say it's like a dungeon game where they're like, yay, platforming. but they have the ability, which is what the gimmick of the game will be, to change different aspects, if that makes sense. So like maybe they're playing the game and they have the ability to, and like, okay, here we're gonna like sketch out a level here. It's kind of hard to do this in Pascal. This is my first time trying this out, but we're gonna have the player here, and we're gonna have some like platforms over here. They're like too high up. So like the player starts here, and these platforms are way too high up. So the player, has the ability to bend or break, or whatever you want to call it, break the rules of the game. So he's able to like defy gravity. So like, or something like that. He goes up here. He's like, yeah, his head got cut off by that sign. He's able to do things like that. But of course, there's going to be other times when instead, player's going to be down here. Oh, down here. And there's like moving, because then maybe not defying gravity. And that's kind of going to make everything else easier. They like slow down time. So there's like moving platforms and they're going really fast. So like, and the player can slow down time in order to beat the level. So it's kind of like puzzle platformer. We have just like, you're playing as a virus in a game. And as a virus, you're trying to destroy the game for whatever reason. And there'll be we have different levels. So different levels will be different kinds of games. So there'll be one that's like different platformers. We'll stick with platformers just to make this easier because it's a 4-day game jam. I don't think I could do too much with 4 days. But we have it so before every, maybe not before. There's different tools. So essentially, him breaking the rules is different tools. So he's able to jump around if he needs to jump around. He can like defy gravity for a little bit, or like slow down times to stop some platforms from moving, or like pause time, or I don't know, maybe have like, okay, so if it's a game, it's gonna like, if it's like a piece of software, there's gonna be like different protection guards, and in these guards the player can use an ability, because the player can only use one ability at a time. So he has to use a certain special ability that lets him pass through and stay in these areas without him dying. So those would be normal platforming levels, but since these protected areas wouldn't be like all the places, so there'd just be like one here, and like this is where it ends. Another one here. So there's gonna be like different platforms in here. I made a face. I'm gonna smiley face. He can use his virus powers to break the rules of the game, go through these firewalls, go here, into this part right here, and like do platform levels, like with the different abilities I was talking about, and then make it through the end, like different platforms in here too, where he can't use his powers. And I think that'd be a pretty good game. Maybe I'll add some different mechanics and features, but we're gonna try that and see where it goes. So this was kind of just like a brainstorming video, so that you know what I'm doing in the future for these next few videos that I'm going to be posting. And I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys later, but hopefully not too long, because I do want to get this game done. And I think this game is a pretty good idea. We're going to see where it goes. So see you guys. Oh, like, subscribe, and do that stuff. Yeah, do that too, please. Thank you. Goodbye.